You can't drive around Marquette without seeing the green and gold or a Wildcat logo.
Well, that's true, but can you remind me why we're talking about a college during high school sports zone?
That's a great question. For this next story, we are crossing multiple state lines to show you how NMU and a rural high school made the best of a potentially bad situation.
They are green and gold. The Wildcats. These are the iconic emblems for an educational institution. Of course, we're talking about Northwestern Area School District in Millette, South Dakota.
The Monday before Thanksgiving, our social media feed was tagged along with Northern Michigan's social media tag, Twitter feed, tagged that, saying, did you know that you were using or that they were using your trademarked Wildcat? And I was like, no.
The superintendent from Northwestern Area School District called me and said, hey, apparently we're violating your trademark with the logo. And sure enough, I looked it up and they definitely were.
Northwestern has always had the same color scheme as Northern Michigan University, but it wasn't until a recent construction project that they adopted a familiar logo.
We had updated ours, so we had a new gym with a very big Wildcat head on the gym floor, door signs that had it on there. We got that social media tag. It was like, okay, now what? Because it could have been a lot worse for us.
I just decided, there's two ways to handle this. I could say, sorry, that's ours, you can't use it, or figure out a way to work together and to really help them use our logo well.
So how do two schools with more than 600 miles between them find common ground?
We created some logos specifically for them, using our Wildcat, but using their name. I had a student work on that project during the summer, and it was a learning experience for him to provide, some graphic standards for the school district. And so we provided that to them for free. In exchange, we now have a big banner on the wall of their gym that recognizes that relationship that we have.
That new relationship was solidified with a celebration.
I felt like a rock star in a town of 300 people. Walking in the door and seeing the big logo on the wall, I'm at home. I mean, it felt good. And they were so welcoming. The kids were so excited to meet their new mascot, which is our old mascot costume, but for them it was new. And those little kids were just so excited.
Both schools now share the same colors and logos, and what could have turned into a bigger issue ended up bridging a gap between these communities.
It's an 11.5-hour drive one way and through some beautiful country. And we already have 2 of their students of their senior class that have applied. And their senior class is around 20-25 students a year. And so that's a pretty big percentage of their senior class that have applied. The athletic director who I worked with a lot, she's also the volleyball coach, and I invited her to bring her team to our team camp in the summer, and she's thinking that's a pretty good idea.
But I think it sparks some interest, and it's kind of amazing how kids are talking about Northern Michigan and Millette, South Dakota, where, before this happened, I'm not sure it would have been on anybody's radar.
With My UP Sports, I'm Ben Raymond.